Here we are going to multiply these two fractional binary numbers. There are two ways we can do the multiplication of fractional binary numbers. Method 1 explains the real logical way of doing fractional binary multiplication, and method 2 shows the tricky way to do the multiplication. Now here we'll see both the methods one by one. So first we'll start with the real logical way of doing fractional binary multiplication. So now we'll start multiplication. This is our multiplicand and this is our multiplier. So first of all, we'll multiply the LSB of multiplier to the all bits of multiplicand. And to do this, we'll use this table as our reference. This table represents the weight or the place value of each of the digits. Here, when we multiply 1, which has a weight of 2 raised to minus 2, with 1 of multiplicand, which has a weight of 2 raised to minus 2, then the multiplication of these two digits is 1, like this. And the multiplication of their weight is 2 raised to minus 4, like this. So 1 into 1 is equal to 1, and the place value of this 1 or the weight of this 1 is 2 raised to minus 4. So we're supposed to write this 1 under the place value 2 raised to minus 4. So that is why we are writing this 1 over here. So now we'll jump for the next digit. So when we multiply this 1 which has a weight of 2 raised to minus 2 with this 1 which has a weight of 2 raised to minus 1, their multiplication is 1 and the multiplication of their weight is 2 raised to minus 3. So 1 into 1 is equal to 1 and the place value is 2 raised to minus 3. So we'll write this 1 over here. Now we'll jump for the next digit and we'll multiply this 1 with this one. So when we multiply this 1 which has a weight of 2 raised to minus 2 with this one which has a weight of 2 raised to 0, the multiplication is 1 and the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to minus 2. So we'll write this 1 at place value of 2 raised to minus 2, which is here. So multiplication of these two 1 is 1 and the place value is 2 raised to minus 2. Now we'll multiply this 1 with this 0. And for that also we'll use the same logic. So 1 into 0, the multiplication is 0 and the multiplication of their weight is 2 raised to minus 1. So we'll place this 0 at 2 raised to minus 1 place value over here. Now we'll jump to the next digit, this one. So we'll multiply this one with this one. So when we multiply this 1 which has a weight of 2 raised to minus 2 with this one which has a weight of 2 raised to plus 2, their multiplication is 1 and the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to 0. So we'll place this 1 at 2 raised to 0 place value over here. But before this 1 or before 2 raised to 0's place value there is a dot or a binary point, or even you can call it as a binary radix point, this one. So here you're supposed to place a binary point. So remember, you're supposed to place a binary point before 2 raised to 0's place value or before 1's place. So here we have multiplied this one with all the bits of multiplicand. The way we have multiplied LSB of multiplier with all the bits of multiplicand, the same way we have to multiply all the bits of multiplier with all the bits of multiplicand. So now we'll start with the 0 and we'll multiply this 0 with this 1. So when you multiply the 0 which has a weight of 2 raised to minus 1 with this one which has a weight of 2 raised to minus 2, their multiplication is 0 and the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to minus 3. So the multiplication of these two digits is 0 and the place value of this 0 is 2 raised to minus 3. So we're supposed to place that 0 over here in 2 raised to minus 3's place. And now we'll do quick multiplication for the remaining numbers. So now we'll multiply this 0 with this 1. So when we multiply this 0 and this 1, their multiplication is 0. And the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to minus 2. So we'll place this 0 at 2 raised to minus 2's place value. Next we'll multiply this 0 with this 1. So when we multiply these two, their multiplication is 0 and the multiplication of their place value is 2 raised to minus 1. So we'll place this 0 over here. Now we'll multiply these two zeros. So their multiplication is 0 and the multiplication of their place value will be 2 raised to 0. So now we'll place this 0 over here, but remember that what I have told earlier, when you place any digit in 2 raised to 0's place or 1's place, then just before that you're supposed to place a dot or a binary point. This binary point is the same as the decimal point. And now we'll jump for the next multiplication. This 0 will be multiplied with this 1, so their multiplication will be 0 and the place value is 2 raised to 1, so we'll place a 0 over here. Now we'll jump to the next digit in multiplier, and we are going to multiply this one of multiplier with this one of multiplicand. So here, can you guess what will be the answer and what will be the place value of this multiplication? Quickly write the multiplication and its place value in comments, and then we'll move forward. And yeah, one more thing, if you found this video useful till now, then hit the like button and subscribe button to appreciate my efforts. So when we multiply this one with this one, their multiplication will be 1 and the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to minus 2. So we'll write this one into 2 raised to minus 2's place. Then we'll move to the next digit. We'll multiply this one with this one. So their multiplication will be 1 and the multiplication of their place value will be 2 raised to minus 1. So we'll write this one at 2 raised to minus 1 place. And then we'll move to the next digit. So when we multiply this one with this one, their multiplication will be 1 and the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to 0. So we'll write this one over here. And again, remember, when we place any digit in 2 raised to 0's place, just before that we're supposed to place a dot and a binary point. Now we'll jump to the next digit. We'll multiply this one with this 0, so their multiplication will be 0 and the place value will be 2 raised to 1. So we'll place this 0 over here, and then we'll multiply this one with this one, so their multiplication will be 1 and the place value will be 2 raised to 2. So we'll write that one over here at 2 raised to 2's place. And finally we have reached to the MSB of multiplier. So when we multiply this one with this one, their multiplication will be 1 and the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to minus 1. So we'll place this one at 2 raised to minus 1 place value. So we'll write that one over here. And then we'll multiply this one with this one, so their multiplication is 1 and the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to 0. So when we place this one at 2 raised to 0, just before that we are going to place a dot or a binary point. And then we'll multiply this one with this one, so their multiplication will be 1 and the multiplication of their weight will be 2 raised to 1. So we are going to write the 1 over here. And then we are going to multiply this one with this 0, so their multiplication is 0 and the weight of this multiplication is 2 raised to 2. So we are going to write this 0 at 2 raised to 2's place. And finally we'll multiply this one with this one, so their multiplication will be 1 and the place value of that one will be 2 raised to 3. So we'll write this one over here. So all these are known as partial multiplication. To get final multiplication from this partial multiplication, we're supposed to add these together. Here you can see there are few blank spaces, so we'll write x in these blank spaces. And now we are going to do addition of all these digits. So when we add this 1 with nothing, we'll get 1. When we add 1 with 0, we'll get 1. And in next column, when we add this one with this one, the sum will be 0 and carry will be forwarded to the next column. Now here, if you are not familiar with binary addition, then you won't be able to get this thing, how the carry is forwarded to the next column. So to clear your concept about binary addition, I request you to watch my another video where I've explained binary addition in detail. The link of that video is above here in card and below in description box. And now let's move forward. Now we'll add this column. So this 1 plus this 1 gives us 0 and carry will be forwarded to the next column. Now that 0 plus this 1 gives us 1. And now we'll add the next column, but before adding this column there is a binary point. So we'll place a binary point over here and then we'll add this column. So 1 plus 1, the summation is 0 and carry will be forwarded to the next column. Now that 0 plus this 1 is 1 and that 1 plus this 1 gives sum as 0 and carry will be forwarded to the next column. Now we'll add this column When we add 1 plus 1, the sum is 0 and carries 1 to the next column. Now 0 of summation of these two 1, we'll add that 0 with this one. So 0 plus 1 gives us 1 in summation. And now we'll jump to the next column. 1 plus 1, the sum will be 0 and carries 1 to the next column. 1 plus 1, the sum is 0 and carries 1 to the next column. And when there is nothing over here, we'll bring this one down as it is. So 10010.1011 is the final answer of multiplication of these two terms. Now this was a real logical explanation of how to do fractional binary multiplication. And now I'll show you quick way or a tricky way to do fractional binary multiplication. So here we'll use the same two numbers to multiply. Now in second method we're supposed to remove this binary point or this dot and write this number without binary point. Like this. And now we'll do the simple quick multiplication. We'll start with the LSB of multiplier and multiply it with all the bits of multiplicand. Now remember, when the digit of multiplier is 1, then you're supposed to write entire multiplicand as it is. But the question is, from which place value we're supposed to start writing it. So you should start placing the number with the same place value of that of multiplier. So here we are multiplying this one with the all bits of multiplicand and its place value is 2 raised to 0. So we're supposed to start writing this number with the place value of 2 raised to 0. Like this. 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. And then we'll jump to the next digit. The next digit is 0. And we're supposed to multiply this 0 with all the bits of multiplicand. Now here remember this trick. When there is 0 in multiplier, then count total number of bits in multiplicand. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here there are 5 bits in multiplicand. So you're supposed to place 5 zeros in answer. But the same question, from which place value we're supposed to start placing the 0? So the answer is you should start from the same place value as of the 0 into the multiplier. So the place value of this 0 in multiplier is 2 raised to 1 or 2's place. So we're supposed to place 5 zeros starting from this place value like this and jump to the next place. The next place is 1 and we're supposed to follow the same rule that we did earlier. The next digit is 1 and we're supposed to use the same logic which we have used earlier with this one. So when there is a 1, place entire multiplicand as it is starting from the place value of this one. Like this 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Now we'll jump to the next digit, that is 1, and we'll follow the same procedure. So we'll write the entire multiplicand as it is starting from the place value 2 raised to 3. 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. And now we're supposed to add all these numbers together. Here there are some blank spaces, so we'll place X over here. And now we'll start addition. So 1 as it is, 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, sum is 0 and carries 1 to the next column. 1 plus 1, sum is 0 and carries 1 to the next column. That 0 and this 1, the sum will be 1. Now I'll jump to the next column. Now here 1 plus 1, the sum will be 0 and carries 1 to the next column. Now this 0 plus this 1 gives us 1. And this 1 plus this 1 gives us 0 in summation and carry will be 1 to the next column. So we'll write 0 over here and carry 1 over here. Now we'll do summation of this column. 1 plus 1, the sum will be 0 and carries 1 to the next column. Now that 0 and this 1 gives us 1 in summation. Now let's add this column. 1 plus 1, the sum will be 0 and carries 1 to the next column. 1 plus 1, the sum will be 0 and carries 1 to the next column. And we'll bring this 1 over here as it is. So this is the addition of these numbers. So now here we are ready with the answer. But it should be a fractional number, right? So here we're supposed to place a binary point or a dot. So where to place a dot in this answer? So recall the numbers which we are going to multiply. To find where to place a dot in this number, you're supposed to count total number of digits after the point in both multiplicand and multiplier. So here in multiplicand and multiplier, total number of digits after the point is 1, 2, 3, 4. So count 4 digit in your answer from LSB. So this is our LSB and 4 digit from LSB is this. So place a dot after 4 digits. So if we place a dot after 4 digits, our answer becomes like this: 10010.1011. And that's how you can get the multiplication of fractional binary number. Like binary multiplication, the binary division is also really interesting thing to learn. And if you are interested in that, here is the video to learn binary division. Click on the link and jump to the next video. So here I have provided 2 fractional binary multiplication for your self practice. So do it now and write the answer in comments. So do it now and write the answer in comments to verify your answer is correct or not. And after that, let's jump to the next video, binary division.